Hello everyone, Father Daniel here with another edition of Sabbath Reflections where we break open the Word for this Sunday, this Resurrection Day, this Sabbath. Today we celebrate the fourth Sunday of Lent, also known as Laetare Sunday, taken from that antiphon which tells us to rejoice. And so even there's a break in the color scheme, right, where the presider at Mass will wear a rose-colored vestment and not the usual violet ones. And in this great hope, we hear in the gospel today about the love of God, which, as we know, surpasses all understanding, and which, though undeserved, is gifted to us so abundantly, so graciously. We hear that very familiar passage from John's Gospel in chapter 3. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that all could not perish, but have eternal life. Friends, the gift remains immense. It remains grave. It remains open-ended. The gift of invitation to exist within God's love, to embrace that love as he embraces us, is always going to be an amazing gift. Whereas we see, he holds nothing back, not even his own Son. The Father reaches out to you and to humanity in general, and asks us if we want to be part of that, if we want to live within that love. And friends, this implies a decision, does it not? It implies that we, in our being, in our nature, have something so sacred that not even God will manipulate, only because love, if it's true, should never be manipulated or forced or bullied or bought. The truth is, we all have free will. And as we understand and look more into this gospel, as we read on, we recognize that sometimes people reject that love. They reject the invitation from God. They decide, not once, but many times, to grow further and further away from him. Now, it's true, friends, we all generally make our decisions for God's will, against God's will, to grow in God's love, or to grow in love of our own ego. Yet, nevertheless, after constant decisions and habits have been formed, generally speaking, we choose a trajectory. Not that it can never be taken back. We always have that ability to decide. But our decisions in turn will always be oriented toward God, or I guarantee towards something or someone else. Where is your loyalty? Where is your focus, friends? During this Lent, these are the sorts of questions that come up where we are doing active works of fasting and almsgiving and increasing our prayer. We are meant to go through this spiritual boot camp such that we reflect more and more the God that made us, who made us to love, to give love, and to receive it. But are we deciding for this? Have we made a decision to go down this path, or are we still finding ourselves holding on to commitments to something or someone else? The invitation is open. We can embrace a God who holds nothing back, not even his own Son, or we can decide to live only for ourselves. Friends, what will our decision be? And now as Lent continues on, more than halfway here, only a few weeks until Holy Week, we still have that decision to make. As long as there's breath in us, we still have a decision to make. It's never too late, as long as we are breathing, to change the course of our life and to tell the Lord, I haven't been the best, but I want to turn back to you. I want to know a life beyond the life that I have imagined or constructed. I want to know your divine life that sent your Son to love me with a love beyond all telling. Choose love, friends, and continue on your Lenten journey, choosing that love, because it is the way of life. It is the way of light, and it is our fulfillment. God bless you.